So, Secretary, there are reports that there are some federal workers who are going to homeless shelters to get food.
Well, I know they are, and I don't really quite understand why. The 30 days of pay that some people will be out, there's no real reason why they shouldn't be able to get a loan against it.
This is 10 stations passed out of touch. That is cruel. That's despicable. I mean, what is wrong with them?
He's just out of touch. It's not surprising.
More than out of touch.
I mean, it's not surprising. This is Trump's administration. The swamp creatures are all over the place.
Laura Trump said the same thing, like, ooh, it's a little inconvenient. What?
That's what happens when you reach a level just disconnected to everyday people. And it's disgusting. I saw that and tweeted about it, and I just couldn't believe it. I was blown away even hearing that from what's his name again? Wilbur Ross.
I don't even think the president's a fan anymore. I think he's been trashed or leaked or something. But the problem they have is that there's no, when they do interviews like that, you see that what goes on behind closed doors is exactly what we see on television. They haven't ended the shutdown because they truly don't care.
I actually think in this case it is actual cluelessness. I think there is a problem in this country that people of extraordinarily wealth who are billionaires like him, or a claimed billionaire because it's been disputed, really have no idea how the economy functions for working people or working poor people. And even people like me sometimes have a hard time understanding exactly what it's like to live paycheck from paycheck, which I don't. It is very different. And the idea that you can get a bridge loan, that's cluelessness. That's not, you know,
But most people at many income levels other than poverty cannot miss 2 paychecks. Most people, the American way is to sort of spend what you earn.
I know, but this is a man who thinks it's possible for a working person to get a bridge loan when they're out of work for a month. It's just it's a fundamental difference in like how the economy works for rich people that he doesn't understand.
I think it's also a despicable lack of humanity.
Yeah. It's also,
you don't have to understand what it's like for other people to have empathy or sympathy for what people are going through.
80% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. This out-of-touch jerk has no idea. And let's be honest, it's just another bad part about having a cabinet that looks like the bar scene from Star Wars. These people are nut jobs.
Whiter.
And whiter and much older, right? Yeah. When you put all your rich buddies in there, they're all out of touch like this, and it's just endemic to this administration.
It's not the bar scene from Star Wars, it's the bar scene from Caddyshack. I mean, it's Judge Small.
That's better. You're exactly right.
Why can't somebody, I mean, we're talking about Kellyanne Conway. She has some communications responsibilities. Why can't someone get all the cabinet and the president, vice president on the phone and say, hey, cut with the sort of insensitive jerk talk. People are in pain. People that might have voted for us are in pain. The Trump base includes some federal workers who are likely badly pinched by the shutdown.
So I'll say this again. The fish rots at its head because he doesn't care. The president of the United States doesn't care. He is holding 800,000 people hostage who are saying they may be out of a home in 2 days or next week or whatever it is because they can't pay their rent. They can't pay for daycare or child care. He just doesn't care. The only thing he cares about is just his rhetoric, his awful political rhetoric, and watching Fox News, listening to Rush Limbaugh and Ann Coulter. That's the only thing he cares about. He doesn't even care about his own base.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's be fair to Kellyanne, though. You cannot instill message discipline in an administration where the President of the United States has none. I mean, if you're saying to members of cabinet, this is what you should say, they're going to look at her and say, well, then get your boss to say it.
Nick, what do we know about sort of the lack of alarm about the shutdown, and what does it say about how and when it ends? Same question I asked Robert Costa.
I think there is actually some alarm, right? We saw that Cory Gardner started to break. I think that was a real signal to McConnell that his time is running short, that there will be more and more Republican senators who don't want to play this game anymore, and that creates some pressure for a deal. What the Democrats are doing right now is saying, look, we'll throw you a bone on border security. And the way it ends is, I think, you can have some money for this. You can call it a wall. We'll say it's not a wall, but open the government first.
Turn the lights back on. My thanks to Nick, Jim, and Karine. That does it for us. I'm Nicole, MTV Daily starts right now. Hi, Chuck.
Hi, Nicole.
How are you? You're in New York. I can see you. Right?
I know.
You need like a ceiling cam.
I can always see New York from my house. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. Thank you, Nicole.